Hi guys, how are you? I'm Guiance here. Hope you're great and welcome to this video of the restoration of the Volkswagen Beetle or Volkswagen Bug from the year 1970. And well, let's start on this. Uh, Also, quick announcements. I might not be really related with the words of all the auto parts of the Volkswagen Beetle or the Volkswagen Bug, but I'll try to do my best in order for you, my learning speakers, fellows, to understand me on the explanation of this restoration. But well, let's begin on that part. Let's go. So just to give you a little context of the car, I decided to start with this restoration of this specific car because I also love cars. I pretty much enjoy to be back in the wheel just driving around, and I think it's a lot of fun. These cars are really fun to do. And well, at the beginning, when I started this project, I decided to start with this specific car because this car has a sentimental value for me, because in this same car I learned to drive a standard, of course, or with stick, however you call it, or you know it, and and also all my cousins and my family. So this car has a lot of sentimental value for myself, so that's why I decided to basically start in the world of the restoration and tuning with this car, no? So yeah, that's the context, and right now we're gonna see how the car was when I just first bought it. I bought it from, well, another quick context was that this car was initially from an uncle of mine. However, he sold it to a friend of his, and when I decided to restore this car or to have this project, I had to track down the guy for around maybe 3 years, because he didn't want to sell me the car back to me, because he was really enjoying the car. So I had to be patient, and when it was the moment that he decided to sell it, he just contacted me and he sold it to me. So yeah, this guy didn't really procure the car. When I just saw it, or I went to see it, it was under the sun, like just abandoned. Because this fellow friend of my uncle has a lot of cars. He's a car guy as well. However, this specific bug or this specific car was under the sun, just collapsing and just being eaten by the sun. Now, by this I mean that the color of the car and the paint of the car was already taken out, or just like not in really good shape because of the sun. No, so yeah, basically that's it. So as first sight, as you can see in the photos, it's really good car. It's in really good shape considering the number of years it has, approximately 51, 52 at the time. But I decided to just make a little service, change oil, fix some stuff, change the battery that it was also almost dying, take out the floors, the carpets, and just start like making a list of the things I had to buy to start just restoring the car and putting it in really good shape. But I'm gonna be really honest, like this car really had a lot of surprises. Like at the beginning, okay, my dad and my uncle told me that it's really normal that the cars of this type of ages, or like classic cars, have a lot of surprises, or there are a lot of things that are not working and have to be replaced, or that you have to fix, or you have to adapt, or whatever the thing, no? However, this car really was a pain in the fucking ass, cause I didn't count that it was gonna take all my savings and all my money for him. So yeah, that was a really big issue. But at least I was confident that I was gonna make it. I was working real hard to just put every penny of my work of my paycheck into it. But at the end, you're gonna see that it was really worth it. It came out really good. So well, now I can say it with joy, because at the time I was just fucking crying of that I was really poor, and that this stuff was really like worse than a girlfriend, you know, worse than a chick. It just consumed money every time. So here's the video of the initial day that the car arrived at the house of my parents. And basically, yeah, it looks good. Like, it looks in good shape considering the age of the car, like around 51 or 50 years old. This car is. But yeah, it really came out with a lot of surprises than expected. And one thing I gotta say for the purist guys, yeah, this guy was intended, or this project was intended to just restore all the car just as it was just taken out of the fabric or from the plant, however you say it. However, the only issue that this car has is the motor. The motor is from a more like updated version. It's not the motor of the current year of this car, or of the year of this car. So yeah, that's the only thing that it doesn't has original for each year. But yeah, well, I think it's perfect, right? But well, as you can see here, basically the car as a quick view, it's in real good shape. The floors are basically really done, where I was crying with them, so we have to replace them also. But well, the issue wasn't there. I made my list. I expected some things. However, when I contacted my my colleague in order for him to make all like the parts, or the change of the parts, and just like make all the painting of the car and all that stuff, when I arrived to the garage or his store and we lifted the car, the things got a lot more worse.
Diablos, señorita.
Why? Because this car wasn't really in good shape, no? So we have to look for a lot of parts, we have to buy a lot of parts, and those things were incrementing by the time we just were working on the car. But yeah, it wasn't really pleasant time at the time, but it is what it is, no? So yeah, it wasn't really fun at the time. I was not really enjoying it. I also doubted if I must continue with the project, because also my uncle and my and my dad really laughed at me, because with this car I was really an amateur and a rookie in this of the car restoration, no? So they really laughed at me because at the initial time I was like, no, I'm gonna take it out in like a couple of months and it's gonna be fine. It's not gonna be really tough or really it's gonna be really cheap to restore it, no, and all that stuff. But yeah, they really laughed at me with common sense of wisdom. So yeah, their attitude were something like this, basically.
You serious?
But well, after hearing their point of views, I decided to not uh, just to continue with the project, and yeah, just to keep going, I guess. So basically something like this.
Hey, la vida es un riesgo, carnal.
But well, at the car shop, the things and the list of things to do to the car was getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and every time was something else, something that we have to replace, something that we have to fix, or some more issue, no? And I think you can see it here in the photos, like basically the rust the car had at the time was really intense and in really big quantities. So we really have to fix that part as well. We really have to change a lot of parts, and just to try to obtain them as quick as possible. No, some of these car parts, for example, the floors. I had a friend of a friend that recommended me a dealer that imported these like several parts of Volkswagen Beetle auto parts, and he sold it. No, so one of those parts were the floors, and he really the floors he gave me really match and are originals for the car. These ones are, I don't know, but he told me this, that basically they are imported from a plant in Brazil, a plant from Volkswagen, or like a vendor plant from Volkswagen of auto parts in Brazil, located in Brazil. So the dealer or the car parts dealer told me that. I don't know if it's true or not, but let's say it's true now. But yeah, just seeing the quality of the metal and the thickness also of the metal, and also that they were really the same as the ones that it has from 50 years ago. I think, yeah, basically it's worth it that we could say they are originals as well. So we really changed the floors, and another part that was really a pain in the ass to just to obtain was basically the front part of the car. I don't know how you call it. In Spanish it's called tolva or tolv. I don't know how you call it in English. But the front part here, you're gonna see in the photos, the front part was a really big issue. I bought two of them that didn't match, and you start looking in eBay, in Mercado Libre, in some dealers, with some friend or a friend that sells this and stuff like that. But those two times that we bought the correct one, it wasn't. At the time we just measure and we tried to present it, it didn't match. So it was really painful to find out who could just provide me one of these ones with the original quality and all, like the standard sizes. And at the end, I got it. A dealer here in Mexico imports some parts from Germany. Again, I don't know, but I think it's true. And basically, yeah, it is. Like when we presented it, when we took out the measurements, it was. So at the end, I got out of trouble because of that dealer. So thank you very much. But as you can see right now, the car was just taking out a lot of issues, and issue after issue after issue, and the rust was an issue, and it was a really mess. So basically, every time I went into the car shop just to check out the car or how was it going, I was with, well, my attitude or my thoughts were something like this. And I'm not gonna lie, actually also my savings on my bank account was like this.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
Yeah, it was really stressful and painful, I can say, that every single cent I won at the time was going to be destined or was basically spent into the Beetle or into the Bug. So yeah, at the time I wasn't really happy about it, but it is what it is, and I decided to take out this project. I was already into it, so I couldn't leave it, like that. So yeah.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
And again, every time my uncle and my dad just asked me about the project, about the car, how was it going and stuff, they just laughed around, and they also gave me some advice and stuff. But basically their reaction was something like this. But well, as the time went by, I tried to obtain the vast majority of all the parts I needed for this restoration. Basically, I got them all, so you're gonna see right now in the photos some of the things I got for the Bug. And after a while, I think the things got a lot more better, because I think, as the saying says, the storm just passed and the sun started to rise.
Pequeña parte se llama felicidad.
So yeah, basically the car started to look in really good shape after just fixing all that stuff now. So we assemble up all the parts. You can see right now here that it's already with the new floors, with the new parts that we installed to the car, that basically it was what it needed to be restored with a looking out of the fabric as I wanted to, and everything fits, and it was basically as it was in 1970. So right now you're seeing the process that they are preparing the car for the painting part. So they are just polishing all the parts in order to eliminate all the old painting and all the imperfections it might have, and just to correct them now. So I'm gonna leave you a quick video of this, of how the car looked at the time, so you can see it, and on how you can see the process of Gustavo, the painter, and a good fellow of mine. So shout out to Gustavo for this amazing painting job and this amazing restoration job as well, and also to all his team. So thanks, guys. So as you can see here, basically the car parts or the car parts that were installed from the car were already polished and are being prepared with the I don't know if it's the primer or if it's this like a painter, the base, I think it's called. But here it's just basically the first stage of the painting process. And quick heads up here. Every time I was visiting the car shop on different stages of the restoration, but specifically talking about the different stages of the painting process, the car was looking really cool. Why? Because the different tones it had was really like, it was becoming alive again, no? And it was looking really good. But one type of painting I really liked was the blue without the shiny stuff they put, or before they put there. And you're gonna see some photos here that basically I think it's a good thing if you're looking for an off-road bug, good looking painting or good looking job, no? So basically, I don't know, it's just a thought of mine I wanted to share with you. But let's continue with the video. So here you're looking at the outer parts just being really with the first hand and the base hand of the painting, and it's being prepared for the other hands. Right now here, basically, Gustavo, the painter, that's an amazing guy, really good fellow of mine, really did a really amazing job, basically. I think the photos speaks by themselves. And I gotta say that, quick stop here, because I gotta say that my fellow Gustavo and he has in his car shop like a painting laboratory, so you can basically match the original tone of the painting that it was for that specific car. And he also has a lot of references and a lot of manuals and all that stuff just to get to the specific tone of the painting of each car. So if you're looking for a really good painting job, I really recommend Gustavo. Maybe if you want me to pass you his contact, please ask me in the comments, and if not, it's okay. But well, let me know if you like the painting process and the process of this restoration in the comments. I'll be really happy to read them. So let's continue. So here, as I was saying, Gustavo was just looking for the tone, the specific tone of the colors in order to create it in the painting lab that he has. And yeah, and he continued with the painting process that was looking really good. Look at it. Look, those parts are really great. They look really cute and really good looking. And well, at the end of the painting process, it was just basically just to start installing all the parts, you know, like crystals, the radio, the electric part, the wheels, the motor as well. So all that part was in this stage of the process, and it was looking so amazing. So you're gonna see all the parts that were painted, each little, also the little parts that the bug had were painted from the beginning, or from the totality of the process, you want to say it. And yeah, basically, and well, yeah, after this, look at this. Look at this. No. Look at this boy. Stevie the bug is becoming alive, and how cute it is, how shiny it is as well. It's looking great. So in here we can see that the car or the bug, it's really becoming alive with that tone of color that it was basically the original one, and it's really shine bright like a diamond, shine bright like a diamond. But yeah. Well, let's not forget of the floor. I also bought like a carpet, however it wasn't the original one. So I decided just to buy like a plastic one that is like the original from the year 1970. It was like a little gray plastic. You're gonna see it in a further video here. Well, after just finalizing the stage of restoration and painting, I still needed to make some specific detail and slash accessories installations to a car. But at the end, I think the result was really worth it. So I'll leave you some videos here of the final result so you can see it. The car driving around into the streets, into the highways, and just to see a quick video or photos as well of the car under the sun so you can appreciate the detail of the painting. Let's go. Well, guys, this was the project, the Volkswagen Beetle in 1970, baptized or named as for myself as Stevie, in honor of Stevie Wonder, and from the 70s, obviously. And well, hope you enjoyed the video. I really liked it, and well, this was a Volkswagen Beetle 1970 restored from 0 to 100% as if it was taken out of fabric or from the agency. So hope you like it, and well, thanks for all the love. I really appreciate it, and well, see you soon, guys. Peace.